Poetry Smackdown with Collins and Herring. They found their young poems. They're all about girls who don't fancy them much. How growing up is confusing, being misunderstood because no one knows how sensitive they are. Smackdown.
It's the Collins and Herring Poetry Smackdown.
Yeah, it is. Richard's headphones have fallen off, but luckily I've got mine are working fine. You look ridiculous.
I've put them on back to front, apparently.
Yeah, you're weird.
One of them snapped out. It's always fun when I mess things up, isn't it?
Smackdown is every week we do this, and I'm sure you'll know all about it. Basically, we've found, both of us, treasure troves of teenage poetry, and Richard's are all neatly in a book. Mine, I had about a dozen. I have now found the motherlode. I've got about 100 poems. They're all in a big folder, and they go back much further. The ones I've been reading over the previous weeks have been when I was 19 and at college, but now we can go back this week for my own poem. We're going back to the first things I ever wrote. And I wrote them as lyrics because I was in a nascent band when I was 15, and so they were lyrics, which should in a way make them better because Richard's are more like songs, I think. And I'm going to read you. I've got quite a few here that I could read, and they're typed up on my mum's manual typewriter, and I've even used the red ribbon to create the effect of red at the top and black down here. You see what I've done there?
I'm playing Angry Birds, don't worry. You carry on while you do that.
So I could choose from any of these four here. There's No Smoke Without Fire, which is about smoking, and that's bad for you. They Said ... which is about unemployment, which was a big issue in 1981. These are written in 1981. And there's also here one called I Am Not an Animal, which is about the Elephant Man. It is.
Save it up.
It's about the Elephant Man. I'll give you a little hint. Deformed lifestyle, dejected, rejected.
Yeah.
But that's not the poem I'm going to do. The poem I'm going to do to you is called Commercial Breakout.
Do to us.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's the Smackdown. Commercial Breakout. Written by Andy Collins, 1981. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I've read it back. I don't understand it. It's like beat poetry, this, right?
Hurry up, because mine's really long.
You're branded tuna.
Yeah,
Dum-dee-dum. And what do you get? 8 out of 10. Dum-dee-dum. It's pretty radical stuff. It's about adverts, Richard.
Yeah.
If I gave you a pinter, why, yes, I'd make a souffle. Or a bedtime drink. Why, yes.
Not many pop songs have souffle, the word souffle in them. That was the mistake you made.
My wife makes a lovely egg and bacon pie. That's what it says. It's a satire. Who's the free gift? Who? Commercial jargon. Who? That's in capitals.
Yeah.
Who's the personality? Who? Kevin Keegan. That's what it says. All this week in the sun. Dum-dee-dum. At newspaper stands, tastes like it too. Dum-dee-dum. Being done, and will you kindly warm your hands? I don't know what I think I refers to an advert of the time.
Just a load of rubbish, Sean.
It's building up, Rich.
They should make sense.
Pedigree, Lux, Flash, North Bucks. I think North Bucks was an advert that was only shown in Northampton. Fluoride, boots, dandruff, roots, solid nourishment, add punishment, dum-dee-dum, North Bucks. This is brilliant.
What's the dum-dee-dum bit mean?
I don't know. I think it suggests people are dumb. Yeah.
You couldn't think of any words. That's what it suggests to me.
Dum-dee-dum, warm your hands.
Dum-ba-dum, blah, blah, blah.
Let me have my climax.
Okay.
Dum-dee-dum, Kevin Keegan.
Ends with a repeat of Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, it's a callback, Rich. So I think that you'll find there I have skewered the advertising industry in 1981. I'd like to see you do better.
Well, I'm back
at a similar age.
It's still back in 1986. I'm still travelling. This is actually in Innsbruck. So I'm round near to where we're talking about.
Okay.
This poem it foresees a future. Back in the 1980s, no one really cared about the environment and things like that, but I did, and I saw the future, what was happening to the world and the dangers of global warming back in 1986. This is a poem, it's called No Title Yet, which I've underlined, so I'm going to make that the title.
Good.
It goes on a little while. It's
dear.
quite portentous and arrogant, and but it's about the world and how man is destroying the world.
Go for it.
It means that. Once there was a perfect river. It was pure and clear. Animals would drink from it with no need to fear. Greenery was all around, trees provided shade. Man had left it undisturbed. The price would soon be paid.
Wow.
Man makes beauty fade. The river runs down to the sea, bad men come and go. One day good men may bring change, but the change will be too slow, and the river may cease to flow. That's just the beginning. An evil man so fat on wealth one day found the water. It looked just right for factory waste. Never mind the slaughter. Poison spilled into the pure, creatures drank and died. It had turned their it had turned their throats to pus. And burned out their insides. A single child cried.
Wow.
Yeah, only one child. There was only one wise child. Wait, there's more to come. The river runs down to the sea. There's a lot more to come. Bad deeds start to show, but selfish man ignores the signs, and the bad deeds start to grow. The river may cease to flow. Other bad men saw the plan, and the money saved, in waste poured and profit soared, the way their minds behaved. All life round the river died. Evil soaked the ground. Good men started to protest, but their voices made no sound. In poison they were drowned.
Wow.
The river runs down to the sea. The horns begin to blow. But bad men lie about their deeds, for they see no tomorrow, when the rivers may cease to flow. Not over yet, Andrew, there's more to come.
It's an epic poem.
The poison spread across the land. The water kept for drink is coming to the bit that's the funniest bit. No one saw the dangers yet. There'd been no time to think. Oh no, I'm still laughing at what's coming up. Disease and death were all around. Confrontation nears. The only water that was pure was from an orphan's tears.
From an orphan's tears. You don't read any more. You can't top that line. You can't top that.
At least now someone hears. I've got to finish it. We're nearly there. The only water that was pure was through an orphan's tears. His parents had been killed by the river. The river runs down to the sea. It doesn't stop for sorrow. People cried, there must be change. People can be slow. The river may cease to flow. At last the good men did win through, and they found a cure. A few bad men were locked away. Everything was pure. But before it all had ended, so unluckily, most bad men had switched their plans and were poisoning the sea. The people let it be. The river runs down to the sea, but here comes the blow. Before bad deeds have come to light, new ones start to grow, and the river has ceased to flow. Yeah, take that, big business, because I'm coming for you. You leave the rivers alone, and leave the sea alone. You see, they poisoned the sea in the end. So it didn't matter about the rivers.
All right, you win. Yours
a single. The only water that was pure was from a single orphan's tear.
Yours
an
is
orphan's
definitely longer than mine, Richard. We'll have
Thank you.
another Smackdown next week. Now our tribute to an actual poet.
That's what she said.